Hi, boys and girls. I would like to go on to chapter 13 so we could continue our review. If you remember in chapter 12, um, Abraham, Sarai, Lot, all their possessions, everybody went down to Egypt because there wasn't food, there was a famine. So then the Pharaoh discovered that, in fact, Sarai was not Abraham's sister, but his wife. So he was escorted out of the country and he went from Egypt with his wife and all his possessions and Lot, and they went to live in the south of Israel, which we call in Hebrew the Negev. And part of the prophecy, the promise that God gave him, that he would be a big man and a big nation and he would be wealthy, is fulfilled. Because in verse 2, we're told he had lots of cattle and silver and gold. And he came back to Israel and he lived again, or he settled again, between Bethel and the Ai, between Bethel and the Ai, where his tent used to be before. But there was something else that he had there, and that was the altar, the place to pray, the place to bring sacrifices. So there was an altar in Shechem, and there was an altar between Beit El and Ai. And now let's look what happens. So Lot also was very successful, just like Abraham, and he had lots of flocks and herds and lots of animals and tents. And what happened was that the land was too small and they could not dwell together. Lo yachlu lashevet yardav. And there was a fight, argument, debate between the shepherds of Abraham and the shepherds of Lot. And that was a problem. But whereas before we are told that Abraham was not nice because he lied and there was he was willing to lie to save himself and he was willing to sacrifice his wife. Here there was a fight between the shepherds, as we see in verse 7. But in verse 8, Abraham tells Lot, he says, we're brothers, we're relatives, let's not fight. Here, I pray you, between me and you and between our herdsmen, we're brethren, let there be no fight. And he says to him, the whole land is in front of you. You want to go to the left? I'll go to the right. You want to go to the right? I will go to the left. And Lot raises his eyes and he sees that entire Jordan Valley, in verse 10, he saw the Jordan, that it was well watered, it was full of water from the river, just like the land of Egypt, because the Nile was there, just like the Garden of Eden, there was water. So he wants the good part where there is water. So he's kind of being greedy, and he wants to take this land for himself, and he chooses. He told Lot chooses the plain of Jordan, and they separate, and Abraham is in the land where he was, in Eretz Canaan, in the land of Canaan, and Lot is in the Jordan River area, and he goes all the way as far as Dom. And we're given a hint in verse 13 that the people of Sodom were not nice people. Now we know already from later on that God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah, Sodom and Amorah, and here is the hint that they are not nice people. And God says to Abraham when they separate from Lot, lift your eyes and look from the place where you are, north, south, east, and west. Tzafona, Vanegba, Vakedma, Vayama. All this land, Lecha etnena, I will give to you and to your children forever. And I will make your children as many as the sand on the seashore. So we have one image that there'll be lots of children that Abraham will have, and they will be like the sand in the seashore. Can you count them? No. So there's so many. And in verse 17, God gives Abraham another command. Rise, walk through the land, length and width, and I'll give it to you. So one more time, we have this idea that when Abraham walks through the land, he takes possession. And Abraham moves his tent, and he comes to live in the terebinth of Mamre. Terebinth is a tree. In Hebrew, Elon Mamre, and that's near Hebron. And here is the third place where he makes an altar. We have Shechem, we have between Beit El and Ai, and now he makes an altar next to Hebron. Then we will have the next chapter. Thank you, boys and girls.